So welcome to all of you. So in this video lecture, we'll see how to find the roots of a complex number. Okay. So nth roots of the complex number. So square root, cube root, fourth root, fifth root, like this. So we'll define first nth root. Nth root means if you define nth root, then that means what? It is a square root. Second root means square root. Cube root means third root. Okay. So on. So let z be a complex number. A complex number omega is said to be nth root of z. Nth root of z if w to the power, that means omega to the power n is z. Okay. So suppose z is equal to x plus iy. This is x plus iy. Okay. This is x plus iy. Be a complex number. Let omega be the nth root of z. Then omega satisfy this omega to the power n. That is what nth root of z is nothing but omega. So we'll if you want to find the nth roots of a complex number, first express this in the polar form. Okay. So it is better to use in the polar form, right? That means express in the exponential form. Okay. So now z is equal to r e raised to I theta. So now 2k pi is the period. That means what? This is the argument, right? Not this theta is the principal argument, but theta plus twice k pi is just argument of a complex number. Then we are taking the n 1 by nth power. That means we are taking the nth root on both sides. So this is r to the power 1 by n. So now this is what to the power 1 by n. That means this becomes theta plus twice k pi upon n. So your k value of k is what? Integer. Okay. So now 1 by this is nth root of r. This is r is the real number. So we are taking the real root of r now here. Okay, nth root of r. So now the square root. So if you are taking the square root, there are two roots. If you are taking cube roots, then there are three roots, right? So we are familiar with this one. Okay. So there are precisely n roots of this complex number z. So we'll apply this by putting k is equal to 0, 1, 2. See, these values of k are integer now here, but we want only n roots. Okay. So therefore that will be obtained by putting k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1. So 0 to n minus 1. So we get nth roots of the complex number. Okay. So we'll find this. Suppose k is equal to 0 now. For k is equal to 0. This implies that. We'll call this as omega naught now. We'll call this as omega naught. Is equal to what? R to the power 1 by n e raised to I theta upon n. I theta upon n. Omega 1 for k is equal to 1. Omega 1. So you have to put k is equal to 1 now. This is r to the power 1 by n. R to the power 1 by n e raised to I theta plus twice pi upon n. For k is equal to 2. This implies that omega 2 is equal to r to the power 1 by n e raised to I theta plus, we are putting k is equal to 2. So this is what? 4 pi upon n, and so on. And so on. So dot k is equal to n minus 1 implies that omega n minus 1 is equal to r to the power 1 by n e raised to I theta plus twice n minus 1 pi upon n. Okay. So these are n roots of this. So these are n roots of any complex number. This is right. Here what? Any complex number. So what have you to do? If you are given a complex number, so if you want to find cube root, fourth root, whatever it is, so you have to express that complex number in the polar form. Okay. So then easily you can find the nth roots of by putting. So if you want to find a cube root, so only what you have to put k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2 only. Okay. If you want to find a fourth root, so what you have to? We have to put k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have to find a 4 roots only. Okay. Now we'll see nth roots of unity. Nth roots of unity. Okay. So let z is equal to 1. So z to the power 1 by n is equal to 1 to the power 1 by n. So we'll say this is, we will say, we want to find this. Okay, so nth roots of unity, you have to find this. Okay, so you have to find 1 to the power, that means square root of 1, you know that plus or minus 1. Okay, so we call this as w now. We will call this as w. So z is equal to w to the power n now. Z is equal to w to the power n. Okay, so this is equal to 1 now. W to the power n is equal to 1. Okay, so now I can write z is equal to, in polar form. How we can write in the polar form? This is what, so mod of z is what? 1. Okay, and theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of y by x. Right? So tan inverse of 0 is 0 now. Tan inverse of 0 is 0. So this is nothing but what? This is nothing but, so 1 will be here only, e raised to r 0. So z is equal to e raised to r 2k pi. 2k pi. Okay, 0 plus 2k pi. Okay, so now z raised to 1 by n. Z raised to 1 by n. Here k is equal to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 dot dot dot. Okay, so this is what? E raised to r twice k pi upon n. Twice k pi upon n. So here also k is equal to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 dot dot dot. Okay, so now we want the nth roots of unity are obtained by putting k is equal to 0, 1, 2 dot 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 n minus 1. Okay, so now we'll put k is equal to 0. So k is equal to 0 implies that omega naught. So if you put k is equal to 0, then omega naught is equal to what? Put k is equal to 0 here. So k is equal to 0 is 0. So this will be 1 now. This will be 1. K is equal to 1 implies that omega 1. You have to put k is equal to 1. So this is what? E raised to I twice pi upon n. Twice pi upon n. So we put k is equal to 2. This implies that omega 2 is equal to e raised to I 4 pi upon n. We put k is equal to 3. This will be omega 3 e raised to I 6 pi upon n. 6 pi upon n. Dot dot dot. We put k is equal to n minus 1. This implies that omega n minus 1 is equal to e raised to I. So twice n minus 1 pi upon n. So these are nth roots of unity. These are nth roots of unity. Okay, so very simple to find nth roots of unity. Nth roots, so these are the nth roots of unity. That means these are the values of 1 to the power 1 by n. So there are, if you want to find a square root, then there are 2 roots. If you want to find a cube root, there are 3 roots. So this is what? These are the value of 1 to the power 1 by n. So if you take any power of, see suppose, whether this is what? This is, that means what? So these are the values of this. These are the values of, so up to k suppose. Okay. These are values. That means what? Omega to the power k, omega k to the power n is always 1 now. See whether it is verified or not. We'll check. Okay. Now see, we'll take suppose omega cube to the power n now. It should be the 1. So what is your omega? So this is I 6 pi upon n to the power n now. Okay. So you have to multiply this. So what we get then? This is I 6 pi, n and get cancelled. So this is then what? Cos of 6 pi plus I sin 6 pi. Okay, we know that sin n pi is always 0. So this is 0 now. Okay, and we know that cos even times pi is always 1. So this is 1. So if you do for anyone, so we get so everywhere here, if you take any power of if you take the power of any these roots, so we'll get 1. Okay, so that means what, if you find omega n minus 1 to the power n, it will be 1. Okay, so that means these are the nth roots of unity. Okay, now suppose omega is equal to omega 1. So that is what, e to the power I 2 pi upon n. What we'll do, we'll find omega square now. We'll find omega square. So what is omega square then? Omega square is nothing but omega 1 square. Okay, so that is what e raised to omega square. You have to take the square of this one. That means you have to take the product of 2 and this one. So this is what, e raised to I 4 pi upon n. 4 pi upon n. Right? So omega, and that is nothing but omega 2 now. This is nothing but omega 2. Right? See, omega 2. So that means omega square is same as omega 2. So omega is what? Omega 1. So we find omega cube now. So this is omega cube is what? Cube. So if you take the cube of this one, what we get? I 6 pi upon n. 6 pi upon n. But what is I e raised to I 6 pi upon n? Is omega 3. This is omega 3 now. Right? So dot omega to the power n minus 1 is omega 1 to the power n minus 1. So this is what? E raised to I twice n minus 1 pi by n. Okay, and this is nothing but omega n minus 1. Omega n minus 1. So therefore 1 omega square dot omega to the power n minus 1 are nth roots of unity. Okay, so we take the sum of the nth roots of unity. Okay, so 1 plus omega square plus omega to the power n minus 1. So we know that this is a geometric progression. This is what? ar square ar cube dot ar to the power n minus 1. So this is a geometric progression of n term, and we know that the sum of this geometric progression is nothing but what? R to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 right? So this is the sum of the geometric progression. So this is the geometric progression. Common ratio is what? The r is the common ratio here, and the first term is 1. So first term is 1. So omega is the common ratio. If you multiply by omega, you get the second term. So that means your common ratio. So common ratio we can find second term upon first term, third term upon the second term, whatever this, right? So this is what? Omega to the power n minus 1 upon omega minus 1. But omega is the nth roots of unity. So omega to the power n is 1. So this is what then? 1 minus 1 upon omega minus 1 is equal to 0. So therefore sum of nth roots of unity is 0. So if question asks like this, show that the sum of nth roots of unity is 0. Then do this. So find so this what? So start from w to the power n is equal to 1. So start from that. Okay. So z to the power 1 by n is what? 1. So to start from this, find out this k is equal to 0. This. So just write this is what? Omega square like this. You have to write all those things, right? If the question is asked like this, show that the sum of nth roots of unity is 0. So at least you should know this sum of the nth roots of unity is 0. That means is what? If omega is cube root of unity, then 1 plus omega square is 1. So you have applied in the matrices, okay, in the last year. So in the 12th standard, you have applied this. The sum of the cube roots of unity is 0. This is not 1, this is 0. Sum of the cube roots of unity is 0. Okay. So I hope that you understand this one. How to find the nth roots of unity, how to find the roots of complex number. Okay, so we'll see how to find the roots of any complex number now. Okay, so we'll take a complex number and we will try to find the roots of that complex number. Okay, so we'll take a problem. Find square roots. Find square roots of following complex numbers. 1 twice I, second 1 minus root 3I, and third one root 3 plus I. Okay, solution of 1. Let z is equal to twice I. Express this in complex number in a polar form. Find the magnitude of this one. So magnitude is 2 e raised to, right, I. You have to find theta. What is theta then? Okay, so before that, what we'll do? Before that, we will do this honestly now. This is what? Root of 0 square plus 2 square is 4, right? So this is your r now. This is your r. This is a root 4. So this is what then? 2. This is your r now. Okay. Now you have to find theta now. This is what? R e raised to I theta you want. Okay. So we'll find the value of r and we'll find the value of theta. Okay. So now theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of y by x. So this is 0, 2 by 0. This is what? Tan inverse of infinity. So this will be pi by 2. Right? So your complex number in the first quadrant. Right? So this is your pi by 2. Okay? So z is equal to 2 e raised to I pi by 2. So this we can write 2 e raised to I pi by 2 plus twice k pi upon, not upon it, plus twice k pi only. Plus twice k pi. K is equal to 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, dot. Now we have to find the square root. So we'll take the power half on both sides. So this is what? 2 to the power half. So e raised to I. So this is what? Pi plus 4k pi addition. Upon 2 is there. So that means this become 4 now. Right? You have to take the power half. You have to take the multiplication now. But this is pi by 4 plus k pi. Okay, no problem for this one. Okay. So k is equal to 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, dot. Okay. So put k is equal to 0. So we get omega 1. Okay. Or omega naught. You want only square root. You want to find the square root. So only we have to put the value of k is equal to 0 and 1 only. Okay. So you want to find omega naught and omega 1 now. Okay. So what is that then? Omega k is equal to 0 you have to put. So this is 2 raised to half e raised to I pi by 4. E raised to pi by 4. So this is square root of 2. Okay. So we'll find this. In the Cartesian form now. So this is what? Cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is root 2. So this is what? Root 2. 1 upon root 2 plus I 1 upon root 2. So if you multiply by the root 2, so what we get then? 1 plus I. So that means what? Just 1 square root of this twice side, 1 plus I. Okay. So you have to find other root. So this is what? K is equal to 1. So omega 1 is equal to 2 raised to half. I write this is what? Square root. Okay. So e raised to I. So you have to put k is equal to 1 now. Okay. So k is equal to 1. Pi plus 4 pi upon 4. Okay. We don't need this. Okay. So pi plus, okay. So this is what? Omega 1 is equal to square root of 2 e raised to, what is this? 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4. right? So this is what root 2 cos 5 pi by 4 cos 5 pi by 4 plus I sin 5 pi by 4. Okay, so we'll find the value of sin pi by 4 and cos pi by 4. So cos 5 pi by 4. How we can find this is what cos of pi minus pi by 4, pi plus pi by 4, pi plus pi by 4. Okay, because you know the value of cos pi sin pi this. Okay, you know the value of cos of you know the formula cos alpha plus beta. So cos alpha plus beta is what cos pi by 4 minus sin pi by 4 minus sin pi. Sin pi is 0. So cos pi is minus 1. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So this is what minus 1 by root 2. This is minus 1 by root 2. Right? Because what? Cos pi is minus 1. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Sin pi is 0. So no need to find other value. Okay? So now sin 5 pi by 4. So this is sin pi plus pi by 4. So this is what sin pi cos pi by 4 plus sin pi by 4 cos pi. Okay, so sin pi is 0. No need to find the value of cos pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Again this is what minus 1 by root 2. Minus 1 by root 2. So this is what then root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. So this is what minus 1 minus I. Okay? So therefore square root of twice I is equal to 1 plus I minus 1 minus I. Right? So these are the values of this. Okay? These are the two values of this. Okay? So for square root there are two roots. Okay? Now the problem is over. Okay? Now we find for the second one now. For the second one, you have to find the square root. That means what? We have to only put k is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. But it is very crucial to find the value of theta now. Okay? Now your z is equal to, we'll go for second one. Your z is equal to 1 minus root 3r. So your r is what? Mod z. This is nothing but root of, right? 1 square plus 3 now. This is what? 2. Right? Minus 3, minus root 3 square, that is 3 now. So because square of any real number is always positive, this is it. Okay, so now theta is equal to tan inverse of. So now your x is positive and y is negative. For x is positive and y is negative, then you have to take the value is minus now. Okay, for minus. So this is what minus tan inverse of root 3 upon 1. So this is minus tan inverse of root 3. So you want to find the value of root 3, just draw the diagram now this. Call this as 60, call this as 30 and take the hypotenuse as 2. Okay, we know that the opposite side of angle 30 is half of the hypotenuse. So this is 1. Then Pythagoras theorem, this side will what? This square minus this square. So that is 3 and you have to take the square root of this one. This is root 3. Okay, so now tan 30, we will find first tan 30. Tan 30 is what? Opposite side upon adjacent side. So this will be 1 by root 3. And tan 60 is what? Root 3 now. Opposite side upon adjacent side. So tan 60 means pi by 6. So this is what? Minus pi by 3. Not pi by 6, pi by 3. Pi by 6 means 30 and pi by 3 means 60 degree. So this is what? 60 degree. Okay. So now your z is equal to what? R. R is what? 2 e raised to I minus pi by 3. Minus pi. We can write this is what? Z raised to I minus pi by 3 plus twice k pi. Plus twice k pi. K is equal to 0, 1, dot dot dot. Okay. Now you want the square root of this one. I will write this as square root of 2 e raised to I. So this is what then? Minus pi by 6 plus k pi. You have to multiply by half to each. You have to multiply by half to each. So k is equal to this. Okay. So for k is equal to 0. For k is equal to 0. W naught is equal to what? The square root of 2 e raised to minus pi by 6 I. So this is what? Root 2. Root 2. Cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6. So this is what? Square root of 2. Cos pi by 6. Just we have the diagram with the help of that. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. So cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is what? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So adjacent side is root 3 by 2 minus I, and sin 30 is the opposite side upon hypotenuse. So this is 1/2. So this is 1/2. So this is what then? So you may keep this as 1 by root 2 now. This is 1 by root 2 root 3 minus I. Because what? This you can take 2 common here, half common here. So root 2 upon 2. Now this is what? Root 2 upon 2. Root 2 upon 2. 2 means what? Root 2 into root 2. 1 root 2 get cancelled. So this is 1 upon root 2. Note that a upon root a is always root a. And root a upon a is always 1 upon root a. So this is the formula. Remember that. Okay. So this is what? Root 2 upon 2. So this is 1 upon root 2. Root 3 minus I. Okay. Root 3 minus I. Okay. So now we'll find a value. K is equal to 1 now. W1. This is what? Root 2 will be here. So I pi by 6 minus pi by 6 plus pi. Minus pi by 6 plus pi. So this is what then? Root 2 e raised to 6 pi minus 1, that is 5 pi by 6. This is what? 5 pi by 6 I. Okay. So this is what? Root 2 cos 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6. Okay. So we need to find the value of cos 5 pi by 6. So we find the value of cos 5 pi by 6. 5 pi by 6. So express this cos 5 by 6 in terms of the values are known to you. So I can write this is what? Pi minus pi by 6. Pi minus pi by 6. Okay. So easily we can find the value of 5 pi by 6. This is 5 pi by 6. So this is what? Apply the formula cos alpha plus beta alpha minus beta. So this is what? Cos pi by 6 plus sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6. Cos pi is minus 1 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So this is minus root 3 by 2. Minus root 3 by 2. Then sin 5 pi by 6 is nothing but sin pi minus pi by 6. So apply the formula. This is what? Sin pi cos pi by 6 minus sin pi by 6 cos pi. Okay. So cos pi is 0. So this first term is 0. Sin pi by 6 is 1/2 and cos pi is minus 1. Minus become plus. So this is half. Okay. So now we put the value here now. So your omega 1 is same as what? Your omega 1 is what? Root 2 into, what is the value of cos 5 by 6? Minus root 3 by 2 plus I into half. Okay. Again I will take the root 2 common. So what we get? 1 upon root 2 here. So minus root 3 plus I. Minus root 3 plus I. So your roots are, so therefore square root of 1 minus root 3I is equal to 1 by root 2 root 3 minus I, and 1 by root 2 minus root 3 plus I. Minus root 3 plus I. Minus root 3 plus I. Okay. So I hope that you can find this one, because both are the same now here. Both are the same now. This is 1 by root 3. So we get 1 by root 3 only. Here what? So here 1 by root 3 we get. Okay. 1 by root 3, instead of this is what? Pi by 3 we have taken. You have to take the pi by 6. It will be the pi by 12. So it will be pi by 12, I think. Okay. We'll do for this also. We'll do for this one also. Third one. We'll take the third one. We'll solve each. Third one. Z is equal to root 3 plus I. So R is equal to mod Z is equal to. So we have to write this is what? R e raised to I theta. I want to write this in terms of this. Okay. So mod Z is equal to root of this square is 3 plus 1. So this is 2. Now your theta both are positive. No problem for this one. This is what? Tan inverse of y by x, 1 by root 3 then. y by 1 by x. Y by x, no? 1 by root 3 then. And tan inverse of 1 by root 3 is 30 degree, and 30 degree same as pi by 6. So this is pi by 6 now. This is pi by 6. So your z is what? R means what? 2. R means 2. R means 2 e raised to I pi by 6. So that is equal to 2 e raised to I pi by 6 plus 2k pi. I can write this is 2k pi. Instead of writing 12k, so that we can write this is what? K is equal to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus dot. You want find the square root, so that is what 1 by z raised to 1 by 2. I will write this as the square root e raised to I. You have to multiply by this. This will be what then? Pi by 12 plus k pi now. Right? You have to multiply by half to each term now. Okay? Because we are taking the power half, power 1 by half on both sides. Okay? So that means you have to multiply by half here. That means multiply to each term by half. So we get pi by 12 plus k pi. Now we'll put k is equal to 0. So that we will get the first root. Okay? So here what? K is equal to 0. 1 plus or minus 1 plus or minus. But here what? We want a particular root. That means what? There are only two roots. So therefore we are taking the value only k is equal to 0 and 1 only. Okay? So k is equal to 0. So then I will write this as omega naught. So this is root 2 e raised to I pi by 12. E raised to I pi by 12. Okay? So if you are not able to find the value of this one, so keep this as it is, no problem. Okay? We can put the value as it is now. Okay? So this is what just root of cos pi by 12 plus I sin pi by 12. Okay? So if you are not able to find the value of this one, we will keep this as it is now. Okay? So we will not find the value of cos pi by 12 and this, because you cannot convert this in terms of this. Okay? So we keep this as it is. Okay? So now k is equal to 1. Omega 1 is root of e raised to. So this is what k, this is what I. K is equal to 1. So this is pi, 13 pi by 12. This is 13 pi by 12. Okay? So this is what then? Root 2 cos of 13 pi by 12 plus I sin 13 pi by 12. Okay? So if you are able to find the value of cos pi by 12, so you can convert this in terms of pi by 12. Okay? So again we will keep this as it is. So these are your roots of this one. Okay? We will keep this as it is. We will not simplify this. So here what the method is important. The method is important here. So you don't know the value of this cos pi by 12. Now it is not easy to find the value of cos. We can find the value with the help of the trigonometric ratios. That is what? So cos 2 theta sin 2 theta. That with the help of that formula you can find the value cos pi by 12 and sin pi by 12. So no problem, we can find that value. But now for you it is very complicated to find the values of this cos pi by 12 and sin pi. So we'll keep this as it is now. Okay. Now we'll go to next problem. Evaluate minus 16 to the power 1 by 4. Minus 16 to the power 1 by 4. Okay. So that means what? You have to find the fourth roots of minus 16. Okay. So next, minus 8 root 3i to the power 1 by 4. Then minus 8i to the power 1 by 3. This you have to find. Okay. Okay. Solution. I will write z as minus 16 now. Z as minus 16. So now this is, I have to write this is in terms of r e raised to I theta. So I need to find the value of r and theta. So your r is what? Modulus of z. It is purely real number. So this will be what? 16. Okay. So now it is purely real number. Z is negative. That means what? Z is the purely real number and negative. So the value is what? Pi now. Your theta is pi now. Your theta is what? Pi. So I can write z is equal to, this is what, 16 e raised to I pi, e raised to I pi. So I can write this is what, 16 e raised to I pi plus twice k pi. Your k is what, 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 dot dot dot. Okay, so I want fourth root, so I have to take the fourth root term. Okay, now fourth root of 16. So 16 is nothing but what, 2 raised to 4 is the 16. So fourth root of this one is 2 now. E raised to I pi plus twice k pi upon 4 we get here. Upon 4. Or you may write this is pi by 4 upon k pi by 2 now. Okay, so we can write this is what. So your value of k is like this. Okay, so you want 4 roots. We'll put k is equal to 0. We'll put k is equal to 1. We'll put k is equal to 2. We'll put k is equal to 3. We get the fourth roots of this one. Okay, so if you are able to find the value, then we will find the value. Otherwise, we will keep that as this. Okay, so now, so this will what, omega naught. So k is equal to 0. That means what, this is I pi by 4 now. I pi by 4. So this is 2 cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. So this is what, 2 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. So if you multiply by 2, so what we get, 2 upon root 2 and 2 upon root 2. So this is what, root 2 plus I root 2. Root 2 plus I root 2. So k is equal to 1. Then this will what, omega 1. Omega 1. So k is equal to 1. So 2 e raised to I. So k is equal to 1. Then this is 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. So this is what, 2 cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sin 3 pi by 4. Okay, now we'll find the value of cos 3 pi by 4. Cos 3 pi by 4 sin 3 pi by 4. Okay, so cos 3 pi by 4 is nothing but what, cos pi minus pi by 4. Okay, so we'll find orally now cos pi by 4. So cos pi is minus 1. So minus 1 by root 2. Because in the second term there is a sin pi. So that will be 0. So here also what, sin pi minus pi by 4. Okay. So this is what, in the first term there is sin pi. So first term is 0. Minus sin pi by 4 cos pi. But cos pi is minus 1. Minus 1 become plus. So this will be what, plus 1 by root 2. So we write the value of this one. What, 2 cos is what, minus 1 by root 2 plus I 1 by root 2. So this is what, minus root 2 plus I root 2 plus I root 2. Okay, so now we'll put k is equal to 2. So this will what, then omega 2. Omega 2. So 2 e raised to I. So k is equal to 2. Then this is 4. So this is 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4. Okay, so 5 pi by 4 means 2 cos of 5 pi by 4 plus I sin 5 pi by 4. Okay, so this is 2 into. We'll find cos 5 pi by 4. So cos 5 pi by 4. This is what, cos of 5 plus pi by 4. This will be plus now. It will be plus now. Okay, it will be plus. So again, the first term is there only. So see the first term. This is what, cos pi by 4. Second term there is sin pi. So that will be the 0. So this is minus 1 by root 2 is correct now here. So now here what, sin pi cos pi by 4, but sin pi 0, so positive, plus sin pi by 4 cos pi, so it will be the minus, then it will be the minus. So minus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. So this is minus root 2 minus I root 2 minus I root 2. Okay, so now we'll find omega 3 now. We'll put k is equal to 3 now. We'll put k is equal to 3. So this is what, 6 pi. 7 pi by 4. This is what, e raised to I 7 pi by 4. 7 pi by 4. So this is what is the root, cos of 7 pi by 4 plus I sin 7 pi by 4. So this will be equal to 2. So 7 pi by 4. You have to find the value of 7 pi by 4. So cos of 7 pi by 4, and you want 7 pi by sin of also. Okay. So cos 7 pi by 4. So how we can convert this? So this is what, cos of 2 pi minus pi by 4. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes, it is okay. So now we'll do for first term only. So cos 2 pi is 1, cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So this is what, just 1 by root 2. This is just 1 by root 2. Now again here what, sin 2 pi minus pi by 4. So see, in the first term sin 2 pi is 0. In the first term sin 2 pi is 0. So we are not counting the first term. In the second term minus sin pi by 4 cos 2 pi. But cos 2 pi is 1. So this is minus 1 by root 2. So this is minus 1 by root 2. So this is what? This is plus 1 by root 2 minus I 1 by root 2. So if you multiply this, what we get then? This is what? Root 2 minus I root 2. So these are the four roots of this minus 16. Okay. So I hope that you can do for this one. So we did this for this one. Okay. So same thing you have to do. Okay. So I hope that you can do the next two. Okay. Easily you can find the fourth roots of this one. Okay. So I hope that you can find the roots of any complex number. Roots of any complex number. Okay. So because we did this. So this is why both are the negative. So we did this. The same thing here. Only here what? So we have taken the square root of that one. In that only the crucial part is what, to find the theta. So we have the formula. We have the theta. So for here you take the theta as, I will only tell you how to solve this problem. So you have to take theta as minus 2 pi by 3. Minus 2 pi by 3. Because here both are negative. Both are the negative. Okay. So now in the here you have to take theta as minus pi by 2. Your theta is what here? Minus pi by 2. Okay. So take this principal argument. Take this principal argument and solve these problems. I hope that you can do this one. So this is the end of the complex number, and this is the end of the syllabus of the algebra. So semester 1 is completed here. So I hope that you understand all the things. Just see all the video lectures of the mathematics paper first, semester first of the algebra. I will provide a PDF of all the topics including their links also. Okay, on your WhatsApp group. Okay. So now we'll stop here.